That's a dinner cruise.
It is indeed.
Got a little speed now. In school, or how did
No. Floyd was working sometimes in Holloway by a bus.
Okay. Was he a mechanic? Did he repair work on
Yeah,
cars then?
but again, I thought I make copies in that time. We are ready.
Yeah. No, she speaks very good English.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. She has a cousin in Canada,
Oh,
and all of her cousins' children speak.
grandfather too.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and he liked it to do behind the horses and yeah.
Yeah, but that was hard work though, you know, working
yeah,
out in the
but-
fields like that, you know.
Yeah.
And the corn, did you help with the corn too?
Yeah.
Stock, you know, putting it all up, standing it up, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And then at first from the fields on the wagon
yeah.
is a horse, the front, and then bring them to the place.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, Shirley helped with the horses. Yet she She couldn't help out in the field, but she could drive the horses.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
when they put the hay up in the barn, you know, they have this fork that lifts the hay up, and then she could pull the horse forward so it would raise it up.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then she'd have to help the horse back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
and they
Oh.
yeah. So Shirley spent a lot of
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
hard on the farm too before I married
Big,
her.
big, big, big horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And where she growing up?
In
Florida?
no, in Michigan, in
Oh, in
Zillin, Michigan,
Oh, oh.
and out on the farm towards Borculo.
Oh,
She would
Borculo.
get between Zillin and Borculo.
Yeah,
And her father had a farm there. Yeah. She was,
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And they had
Yeah,
horses.
we-
yeah, they had horses in. Yeah.
You know more cook?
No, no.
Dankjewel.
Yeah.
Baron, can you talk a little bit? You told me some stories about your time during World War II, including the end of the war when when the Germans came looking for your Egbert. You willing to tell that story?
It was the end of the war, huh?
Yeah. The last few weeks of the war, before the Allies came through.
Yeah. It was in 45, I guess, February or March. But the Germans came at our house. I was not married that time. Single boys. And it was at the morning, about maybe 9 o'clock. Or so what? Was I don't remember exactly. And suddenly there were Germans around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And they came in, and we were in a little office, the back side of the house. My father had a little office where he had his books and all things for his business. We were sitting there, my brother Walter and me. And they came in, and they asked for Oom Meint and Tante Swantje. Oom Meint, his farm was burned down by the Germans. That question, you know?
Because they not found Almight. They went to his farm and burned it down, but they couldn't find it.
No,
No.
but Oom Meint and Tante Swantje came when her farm was burned down to Holweg. He came out at my father's house,
So they were living with you?
and he asked, "Can you help us?
Yeah.
We have nothing." And first night, they came at night, and it was dark. I think that 1 or 2 nights they were in our house by my parents. But there was not enough room. And they came at house by my grandparents, my mother's dad and mother. They lived maybe 200-300 meters from our house. And there they lived. They had room, they had a bed,
Right.
and they had place. But my grandfather died in December, I guess, 1944. November or December. And after that, they said, no, she cannot stay there. We have to look for another place. And we found a place in the village of Ain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you pass.
Yes,
We did.
yeah.
We passed.
Yeah.
And there they got place after that. And then sometimes at night, when it was forbidden to go out, we walked to Ain, my brother Walter and me, and brought something to the people.
Some food.
Yeah, and coupons to
To
can
buy
buy
food, that's right,
food
yeah.
and everything
Yeah.
You know.
to the people they were, you know. And we walked back too. That en oom Meint en tante Swantje, die had wrote a letter to the youngest daughter, Geertje, who worked in the hospital in Groningen. And in one of the letters, she wrote, if you will know something about us, you can go to
Walter de Vries.
Egbert de Vries in Harderwijk. He knows more of that. And the Germans
Nog more koffie?
are
Dank je.
are the Netherlands people who helped there.
Yeah.
Got Geertje. She was on the cycle and she was controlled
Yeah.
by the people and he found the
The
letter.
letter.
And he wrote in the letter, you can go to Egbert de Vries
Yeah.
in Harderwijk. Therefore they came to us. Now, my father wasn't at home. He was that morning by cycle to Oosterwolde, that's the capital of this county.
Yeah.
I don't remember where for.
Yeah.
So we were there. And he asked, who get the post? Oh, I said, it's different. Sometimes my dad, sometimes me.
Right.
Oh, you? Yeah. No. And then they asked for all night and Tante Swantje. So I don't know anything. I don't know. That after that, they said, you have to go with us. They'll take you in prison. And Walter has to go, but he has heard everything.
Yeah.
You were talking about. You're together, you go with us. He brought us to Assen
To Assen.
and that we got in jail.
Oh boy. Was your mother home at
Yeah,
the time?
yeah.
So,
Mother and my sisters and
yeah.
my younger brother John wasn't home. He was with other men to the neighborhood of Essen for colds. The colds came by train and then by a small railroad who ran from Essen to Oosterwolde via Smelde. And there, by a bridge, there you could lose the wagons of the train, and they had a wooden thing. They brought them on the wagon of the train
Yeah.
into the boat, who laid that down in the canal, and then they could bring that to Holloway
Yes.
by
By the canal.
By the canal. They was busy there. And we met him when they brought us to Ussen.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we saw them. But
Yeah.
we didn't say anything.
No,
And
no.
they had not seen us.
Yeah.
We were in the car. That, after that, different times, they would talk with me there. And at last, I said, yeah, I know it. And they are better people. But the man was in jail too. Oh, I said that, yeah, we can, the family, and, we'll show you the man. And you hold them up, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, fine. It wasn't. The man was in jail too.
Yeah.
And they picked up Oom Eind and Tante Swaantje too, the Germans.
Yeah.
And they brought Oom Eind with me in the same cell in prison. That he came in, oh, Bernd, you, yeah, Oom Eind. And, yeah, but they didn't do anything, yeah.
Yeah.
They asked him much times to tell about his family,
Yeah.
but he said, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
My boys and, yeah, and I'm an old man and,
Yeah.
oh, no, yeah. They accepted that,
Did they?
yeah.
What?
But then they came and I had to come again for me because on Mind or Tante Swaantje told they got coupons from me to live, you know. That I had to explain how that was possible.
Yeah.
No, I had a story in my head. I told it. Yeah, that's possible, said he went to the Germans. Oh, I thought that's good.
Yeah.
That's accepted that. And now it was done, but we were in prison until the 6th of April. No, the 5th, 5 April, I got something on my throat.
Yeah.
It was hard and to slicken, we say. And
Yeah.
he asked for a doctor. And at night, there came a doctor from Ussen. And he looked, he came in the cell, and outside there were 2 Germans. And he said to the Germans, come and see this man has diphtheria.
Ja, een dognafel.
You know what diphtheria?
Ja.
Oh, diphtheria.
Diphtheria.
Yes.
Diphtheria.
Hey, come
Yeah.
and see. Oh, no, no,
No, no, no,
No.
No.
no. No, it was done. I went away and there happened nothing. But the next morning was 6th of April. It was the birthday of Walter, my brother. That I remember that good. He said, De Vries, you have to come out, you get everything. I said, what will happen? Elder cell, all alone. Huh? Ik dacht, dat is niet best.
No.
Maar, je had een elder cell. And the same afternoon, it was a Friday. Every Friday, Ruby and
Yes.
gets after that my first wife
Yeah.
has been. Every Friday afternoon, they brought by cycle clean underwear for us
Yeah.
to the prison, and they brought it to us, and then after maybe an hour or hour and a half, I don't know, they could get the dirty things back and take it with to house. But I didn't dare some papers there, but they could control it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that passed that Friday afternoon too. And I thought, no, that's a wrong thing. I all alone here. I was done.
Yeah.
That maybe 4 o'clock or a time. Silver, open the fridge, pick up all what you have, and you can come out. I thought,
Ga ik eruit?
two choices.
Ja, shoot me eruit.
Yeah.
Shoot me off,
Ja, ja.
or they send me out. And the last happened.
Yeah.
They brought me to the office, therefore. And they said, Fris, you have to go home. I said, what? They said, that's not possible. I am sick and you will send me away. I need my brother, he is too,
Yeah.
to help me. How? They went to the director of the prison and they said, no,
Wel, mag.
the brother,
Volgens mij.
bring him up, he can go.
Ja, nou.
That we were together.
Yes.
Now, and that took time, but we had to go out together. And then there was no change to come in Holland. There was no car, no bus,
No.
no, nothing. It was all only a cycle. Yeah, I said, oh, terrible. The girls have been here this afternoon. They are home again. We are here, but we had family in us. So we walked to the family. And we came there and, oh, yeah,
Ja.
jongens, yeah, out of prison. And we like to go home. Now, we were at the house of Fokke Bronsema in
Je
married
wordt ook gerond hoor, dan moet je mee.
with een snipper, a daughter of Snipper, Ome Jan.
Yeah.
But she was home, but her husband wasn't home. And they had no one cycle, and he had the cycle with him. But Jantje, she says, if Fokker come home, you can have his cycle. I'm sure that we had to wait there.
Yeah.
The time was going on.
Yeah.
But at last he came home and, oh yeah, take my cycle and you can stay here coming night. Oh no, we said we like to go home.
Sure. Yeah.
But the time was going on. And after, I guess, 8 o'clock, it was not allowed to go outside of the houses. And the streets must be quiet.
Yeah.
And we couldn't make it to come home before that time. That we were at that side of Veenhuizen, beginning of what Hallerwijk was. That was about 2-3 kilometers from our house. German came from a farmer's house. Yeah, I told him we were prisoners, but he sent us home. I'm ill and we have to go home. They wouldn't like we stayed there. No, go on.
Yeah. So you made it home that night then?
And we were home maybe 8:30 or something.
Yeah. Your parents must have been, I'm surprised
My
and glad.
father wasn't at home. When he came back from Oosterwolde that day, he picked us up. He is gone at once
Okay.
to another family
Yeah. Sure.
because they were looking for him
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first he had said, my mother told after that, oh, I'll go to Essen too. Can the boys maybe can come home and you can have me there? But they said, no, Egbert, that's not right, then
Yeah.
you have, they have all three of you.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
Als jullie erdoor willen, dan moet je weggaan, want ik weet niet hoe laat jullie vanmiddag wegkomen. Je zit maar te vertellen, maar
That's wonderful.
Well,
That's an important story.
Yeah.
So it's an important also. So we're very fortunate because the Germans, when they left, the Allies were coming through then, were they not? Shortly after that, through Assen.
Yeah, that was the 6th of April, and the 13th of April, just a week later, the first Canadians were here in the village, and they were going away again. And in that night, from 13th or 14th April, there was a couple of Germans with a horse and an old car, and they were traveling through the village here.
Right.
Some people shoot at them and they shoot back. And at the other end of the village, that is a wife got
Killed.
was killed. He was inside of the house, but
Yes.
through the window. And,
That's sad.
yeah,
So one of the last
but
days.
that was the last thing happened here in the
Yeah.
village, and it was done with the Germans.
Als jullie wat willen zien in het dorp, hoe laat moeten we eten? Dan moet ik even afspreken, dan moet ik erop zetten. Dan moet ik weten, ja, jullie praten.